Optic Watch Reviews, 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 Optic Watch Reviews.
Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, a bit of a collection review, but mainly to ask a question, and the viewer asking is from Singapore, mid-30's, and I would call him JR to preserve a bit his anonymity. He's got a classic taste when you look at his collection, 7 pieces mainly in his collection. He's got a beautiful Patek World Timer. You know, you wear that in your mid-30's. That's very tasty. Could be your only watch and make a beautiful statement. Dress watch, nice complication. Not something you can necessarily wear every day. Certainly you're going to need a strap that can handle the humidity and the heat that is permanent in Singapore. Next, he's got a reverso, nice and classic. Once again, he's got a Panamatic from Glass Shoot Original with a moon phase. Very beautifully finished watch. Again, not a cheap watch. Very high quality, and also classic in its look. He's got a sort of a tonneau-shaped chronograph from Zenith, El Primero caliber, a bit old-fashioned, I would say. Goes well with the 3 previously mentioned watches. And then it's got the watches that are more usable in the torrid heat of Singapore. It's got a 5-digit reference Sea Dweller by Rolex, one of the longest produced reference of any Rolex. He's got a GMT Master 2, more modern, black, classic once again, discreet, super competent watch, and can be your only watch, of course. And then I guess one of his recent acquisitions, 36mm Oyster Perpetual with my favorite color, the yellow dial. I think it was the racing color of Belgium, so closer to my heart. Very nice pickup, and that would be sort of his daily. And weirdly, he's considering to upgrade, as he says, from that to a Day-Date reference 18238, most likely. So that would be a 36mm produced from 1988 until 2000, when it was modernized. The classic Day-Date, that one, the 18238, has the double set function. So for the date and for the day, you just pull to the first click, and going one side will change the date, the other side the day. Much easier than the previous reference, the 18038, which didn't have the quick set for the day. Of course, Rolex still makes a 36mm version of the Day-Date, but those cost upwards of 45,000 US, barely less than the 40mm version. So a very different category of price, while an 18238 will vary between, I would say, 15 to 20,000. I would say average one, 17,000. But if you want something that's in top condition, maybe even has the full set, you're gonna look at 20,000 and upwards. Of course, these can have been polished. It's always precious metal, and a lot of scratches, so unpolished will not necessarily be the look that you're looking for. Some people like it, some people don't. The thing with the Day-Date, it's always been the accomplishment watch, the one that you probably get at the store in perfect condition, and also a statement watch, and the kind of watch that once you have that is the one you wear all the time. And I'm guessing the way JR wants to go about it is more to have it as a dress addition to his collection. certainly something you can wear every day in Singapore. But yeah, you're going for a used watch, and there's a big market for those. A lot of aficionados. He says he would look for a special dial, and I've shown you in my watch safaris in Mongkok that there are specialists of those watches. Actually, one of the specialists I saw, the store was completely emptying its windows. So I don't know if it was just an off day or if they were moving or closing the business, but I thought that was unusual last time I went. But anyway, yes, there are plenty of very unusual dials, very cool dials, so you can really express something special, your personality or taste with these watches. The condition will be a big factor in the price, and of course, the look. The look is very strong. In Singapore, it's an uncle's watch, and by that I mean something you see older generations wear, and people would almost use it as a store of value. I don't think the prices are really for the watch itself have really moved in a long time. They're pretty much set where they are. So when you think about it, a good deal. I wouldn't say that you get 20 grand of gold in one, pretty far from that. But with the price of gold going up, it kind of makes sense. And the risk actually is that if the price of gold was to double from here, that some dealers might prefer to melt rather than over polish some of those watches. So not when you think about the prices of gold and protecting against devaluation of the US dollar with so much of it having been printed and the difficulty to repay the debt, it kind of makes sense to go gold. But yes, very strong look, uncle's look. And it's kind of cool that in your mid-30s, JR, you would think about adding one, because if you have the bravado to wear it, choose a cool dial, it almost is the rehabilitation of the model. It makes it cooler again. And well, if you're asking me the question, it means that you have that itch, and itches need to be scratched. Yes, it's probably a bit of a step up from the average value in your collection, but it's not more than your world timer. So you've been there, you can, I suppose you can afford it. I always say if you can afford 10 of them, don't buy one of them. You don't want to have that burden. At 35, I would advise you to make sure you save money, put it in index funds, and just don't look at it. So don't put too much in an asset like a gold watch that is unlikely to move. But we just talked about gold, and it kind of makes sense right now, as the prices of the watches have not followed the prices of the gold. And so the look, yeah, obviously, I don't know if back then they were making the white golds. The look people like is of course the yellow gold, and there have been different variations in the bracelet themselves, the center links. Obviously, toning it down. White golds are better. Rose gold is a new thing. Rolex right now makes the 36, as I said, and they're beautiful, they're very expensive, lots of different dial variations, and they offer more ladies type of dials with precious stones on the dials, on the numerals as well for the 36mm version. But they also offer the classic dials, beautiful dials, similar to what they offer in the larger version. Look, the coolest thing would be to be able to buy the brand new one, right? With the latest, greatest technology in the movement, something that's as reliable as your OP. The main issue will be the links, the sagging bracelets. Post 2000s, they've introduced the ceramic sleeves around the pins, I believe, to avoid this sagging problem. Before that, if you're looking at the 5-digit Day-Dates, you will have a lot of bracelets in poor conditions, and they can be reconditioned as shown in a video, but not everybody is happy with the results. Sometimes there can be some issues, so you have to inspect very closely the bracelet. It might have been reconditioned with new pins. Make sure that every link moves freely, that it fits your wrist perfectly. Also, many dealers will have kept a few links with them. So make sure that you have enough links and maybe some spares in case you would want to sell the watch. That counts as well when you're talking about gold. So good condition will cost more. And the problem is that you want good condition and a nice dial. Now, as for the question of upgrading, I don't really like that word. The OP has its place in a collection, especially at your age and living in Hong Kong. And it's a cool color as well. Of course, if you're tired of it, if you don't love it, fine to sell it. If not, I'd rather keep it. But maybe you want to keep your collection tidy, don't want to have too many pieces, and see that trade-off. And it's true that once you have a Day-Date, why would you wear an OP? Especially if you're in Singapore and you have other watches that you can wear on a daily basis. Maybe when traveling, I think your OP maybe is the best watch actually. It's a bit fun, and you want that something reliable, fun, inobtrusive when you travel. I don't know, to Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Australia, whatnot. Which you're not going to be able to do, of course, with a neo-vintage Day-Date. So it's not really trading up in that sense. In that sense, you're trading down the practicality. So that's something to consider. You can still use I guess if you keep it in good condition, your Sea Dweller to do those things, or your black GMT. But I think your OP has a good place in your collection. Not really crazy about the idea of selling it unless you don't love it, of course. And of course, if you need to sell the OP to get the next watch, maybe you're not quite there financially. Maybe it's not such a good idea. But that's I had to point that out, so you keep that in mind. What do I think about a guy in his 30s, mid-30s, wearing a Day-Date? I just think it's cool. They're cool watches, right? It's a cool look. Typically, the look of a CEO, of an actual president, as it's named, the president watch. It's not necessarily the look of a guy who's at the entry level or mid-level of management. So I don't know what you do. Maybe you are CEO of your own company, and it makes sense. But I think you're buying it more as a lover of watches, and you love the style. And I love the style of the Day-Date, but I'm almost 50. And I remember every day the look of the bigger version, the modern version, rose gold, white dial, that I got to try. It was available some 3 years ago, and I wish I could have bought it then. Now they're much more expensive, so that ship has probably sailed for me, unfortunately. Personally, I would prefer modern version. I want them to be spick and span and reliable. Not crazy about the neo-vintage watches. I know that they wear comfortable, that there's a charm to them. But I kind of like Rolex at their best, and they're always pushing to be the best, the most reliable. That's kind of like the way I like them, but some people are more attracted to the 5-digit references and also even the vintage ones. I think that's all the things to consider. There's not one perfect answer. You gotta pay more to get a great one. In Singapore, you can wear it every day, can make your own statement about it. I often see the Day-Date as the only watch of a gentleman, Because once you wear that, why would you go lower? But you have to have the shoulders to wear that because some people, it might attract attention and the envy of other people. Just make sure that you're passing the right message of confidence to pull off a timepiece like that. Guys, let me know what you think about it. Let JR know what you think about it. I guess people will have different opinions also depending on their geography. Most countries you wouldn't want to wear something like that, but Hong Kong, Singapore, you know. And by the way, I was a bit surprised looking on the local trading app, Carousel, at this reference. There's not that many available there. And to be honest, there's not that many shops that I would go to here in Hong Kong. Definitely, I would go to Mongkok, to London Watch, and the store right in front that specializes in these timepieces. Maybe some of them will be the older reference, non-double quick set, which probably a pain if you're rotating with other watches. But yeah, not that many. So look, JR, good luck on your search. I think it's cool. If you feel good about it, if you feel like you can handle it financially and also with the looks of it, and all the best. And of course, there's never a rush for these. Rolex will always make new ones. So maybe when you are the CEO, you can afford to pay 50 grand for the new one. Well, the price of gold, where it is going, by then it will be 70 grand maybe. Might make sense to get the older classic version, so you get the same amount of gold probably, and at a much better price. So at least you have a cool store of value. Why not think about it that way? All right, that's about everything I can think of right now about this topic. But you guys fill in the blanks in the comments. Bye bye, guys.